Welcome to Zaskaii TV. This is what episode 4. It's episode 4. So a quick introduction for those who don't know. My name is Abraham, also known as Zaskaii. You know, the brand name, whatever. But I create films, make animation, I create art. Sometimes I draw. But that's what we do, and we create cool content. You know, you should definitely check out my other socials as well, especially Instagram. We're trying to build it up. And yeah, you know, we looked over JJK last time. Today we have Haikyuu. Before I get into that, I kind of want to talk about what's been going on. So over at the main channel, right? I haven't posted in like, what's it, 120 days? I checked the other day. That's crazy. So like, to give you guys a little bit like a rundown, I've been working on the screenplay. It's been taking forever. Like, I started this in October and I've just finished it, to be honest. I'm like trying to get like reviews from other people as well. But also we have another video coming on the main channel that I don't really want to talk about too much because I don't want to like start talking about it as much because I'll just like start spouting stuff. But it's gonna be a good video. I'm gonna say it's gonna be a good video because I'm gonna push myself for this one. And this one should be probably out February. Yeah, I also read One Piece for the first time. So from January 2024 up until November 2024. So it took me around 11 months to read the whole thing. Crazy. I read the whole thing for the first time. Main channel video. Just relax. Main channel video. We'll get there. But yeah, let's talk about Haikyuu, because that's what we're here for. So Haikyuu. Haikyuu was on my watch list for ages, and I'm talking around 2 years. I was like, okay, I need to watch Haikyuu, and then I never did. I kept postponing it, and I kept like procrastinating. I was like, bro, I want to get to watching the show. Haikyuu was next, and then I watched it I think around October. And I was this close to dropping it. You won't believe me, I was actually this close to dropping it. The first episode, I was like, okay, not bad. The second episode, I was like, third episode came, I was like, no way, I actually might drop this. So I was like, let me relax, because the thing I didn't like about the first episode, and I still kind of, it's hard to like throw me in, but like at least for me, I'm a person that's, I'm gonna be honest about this. I'm not gonna like lie and be pretentious when I'm not, but I'm gonna be honest, it was really cheesy for me. Like, I really couldn't like sit through and be like, I understand it, and now I've finished it. Not fully finished the manga, but I mostly finished it. I understand. But like, when I was starting out, I usually watch serious stuff from like really serious, deep intellectual stuff like Lane, Evangelion. So when I'm hit with something like completely different, completely like cheesy, I'm like, whoa. I don't know if I can take this seriously. That's what it was for me. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not gonna act like I'm a pretentious guy that just, no. I was close to dropping it just because it felt very unserious at the start. Now I finished it, I'm glad we sat through it, because this show is really good. And then we binged it. I began just binging the whole thing. I watched like, I'd write. So this was my routine. I'd wake up. If there was any work, I'd get work done. If there wasn't, we writing for around like 4 or 5. You don't believe me, bro. You don't believe me. So initially when I started writing the screenplay, right? We had like a friend review it, and he was like, okay, you gotta change this and that. And other people review it as well. I was like, okay, let me lock in and actually create a story. Because let me go on a tangent real quick. I'll keep it like real quick. When you're writing stories, don't write to your ability. Because so when I'm creating my own stories, I'm also animating, I'm also compositing, I'm also, what are we doing? Creative directing. I'm doing everything on my own. Maybe not music and stuff like that. But when I'm writing, I don't have the budget to, you know, hire other people. So I'm doing everything myself. So when I was writing the original story, I was writing to what I can do. Do not do that. Never do that. It's gonna always fail. So I was like, okay, let's lock in and write a good story. Good stories are what matters. Note after note after note after note after note. Literally, bro, pages and pages. I think it's like what, 14 pages of like just me writing. It's not a screenplay, but by the way, it's just ideas and like sorting out characters, character dynamic, character arc, stuff like that. Lore as well, and then we've got a bit more here, right? If you can't really see it, but around like 30 plus pages of just notes. How did I get here? Oh yeah, okay, back on track, right? So I write for like 4 or 5 hours, and then I watched Haikyuu. That was it. Haikyuu was the only thing that got me through this, and I don't think like I would have got through this like writing period for like 3 months straight. Because listen, quick tangent, when you're writing films, animation series, please stay away from other inspiration. It might trick you a bit, but stay away from like stuff that would change your story. So when I write in a film, I tend not to watch films at all. Like, because if I'm watching the film and I see something cool, like, oh, I want to include that in my story, that's not very original. Although most of aren't original, you don't want to be like stealing ideas, you know, for the wrong reasons. So I didn't watch any films for like 3 months straight, and I was just watching Haikyuu. Got me through it. There will be spoilers. Did I say that at the start? I think I put out a start anyway. There's spoilers in this. But yeah, Haikyuu, right? This is why Haikyuu's good. I found it cheesy at the start because I was like, what are you doing? This is not real, bro. But like, it teaches you lessons in a way that isn't fixed. You see, with most stuff, right? They teach you lessons, and then it's like you have to kind of fit yourself into that box. Haikyuu gives you one perspective, another perspective, another perspective, and you're like, it really just makes you think. Another thing that does really well, that you can't hate one. There's no character you can hate. There's no antagonist. There are people that are deemed as antagonists, but they're not antagonists. They're not like evil villains. It's a sports show. How can you have evil? There's no like, it's just you. And that's what I really liked about it. And then the first episode when Kageyama and Hinata were like, they were rivals at the start, and then they had to work on the same team. That was whiplash to me. Like I didn't expect that to happen. Good storytelling as well. But like, no, you can't hate no one. You can't hate no one. At the start, I hated Suki. I like him now. You know, you can't hate anyone. And then when it wants to get deep, stuff gets deep. I'm telling you, like, it gives you perspectives that you didn't really think about. As someone that plays sports, I can't wait to step on the. I play football. For those who don't know, I can't wait to step on the pitch now. I literally can't wait. I haven't played football in like 3 weeks because, you know, it's Christmas holidays, everyone's breaking off, and then it's like the weather's really bad as well, so pitches are getting frozen. I got a game this Saturday, and it's definitely gonna happen because it's on a 3G pitch as well, which is like AstroTurf. And I can't wait. Like, Haikyuu is like, oh, I can't wait. And then I want to keep Zaskaii TV a bit brief because I feel like I ramble for too long. But like, my favorite characters are the most relatable. Like, it's actually too good. Like, I think it's underrated. I don't know. I'm not really too deep into the community, but I feel that's underrated as well. In terms of like my favorite characters, let's start from the honorable mention, then we'll make our way to 3, 2, 1. Asashi and Oikawa, honorable mention. Is it Asashi or Hash? It's Asashi, right? Asashi. It's Asashi, right? Oh, Asahi. How'd you say it? We're gonna say Asahi. Anyway, the third year dude, I feel like I related to him to most, but like in like different ways. He was good, like he was really good, but at the start he didn't. He ran away because like he was afraid of playing volleyball ever again, and then he came back and he was like super depressed at times. But it's really weird because he's like a big guy, but he's also super depressed, which is like really weird. But I love the like contrast there. But his whole journey was about trusting himself. He didn't trust himself. He didn't trust himself to score. He didn't trust himself to do what he had to do. He just couldn't. So when Daichi again spoilers, in the manga, in the final high school match, tells him, I'm not gonna help you this time. It's just you. Like, you gotta sort yourself out. I'm not helping you this time. That one here, cause like, that's the point where you gotta trust yourself. Like, you can't, if you're struggling with something, you can't get. It's only you. It's just you. If you can't be like, okay, I'm gonna wait for this person to come to me and be like, give me advice and this. No. It's just you. Like, it has to be just you. And that kind of flipped the switch in my head. Like, it really is just you. Like, it doesn't matter like what you do, looking for validation from others, looking for appreciation or like pity from others. Ain't it, bro? Like, just you. Sort yourself out in the nicest possible way though. So yeah, I really liked him. Oikawa, oh my goodness, is still the best scene I watched, and my favorite moment of Haikyuu was when he did that serve, and then he's like putting like 120%. All of them are, and that like sequence was so good, and I saw he hits like the long range as well. But his arc was about talent. So let me say this. Hot take. This isn't a hot take. I think this is right. I think everybody has talent. I think everybody is assigned with something that I don't have, that you don't have. Everybody has talent. Everybody has talent. Some people have the same category of talent. So in terms of like football, some people are talented in football, but it's like how hard you work towards it is what matters. Oikawa was a character that was super pretentious at the start, but then he kind of changed. It was him versus Kageyama. Kageyama is a genius. So imagine this, right? You have this, and again, this has been talked multiple times in like storytelling. But you have this character who's a genius, and you're like, how come he's a genius and I'm not? How come he's so talented and I'm not? But then you realize I am talented in my own things that he isn't talented at. Let me just work on that instead. Perfect. Instead of trying to compete with him, it's still competing, but it's competing in a way that benefits you better. You know, that's what it is. Focus on stuff that are important to you and skills that you have that others don't have, rather than trying to do the same skill as the other person, because it won't work out. So yeah, that was Oikawa, and that sequence was so good. Third favorite character, Bokuto, number 3. He was flicking between number 2 and number 3, but I think he's number 3. Reason being, he's just my favorite character. He's super funny as well, but like he's also serious. Something that sticks, bro. Again, it just gives you different perspectives of thinking. Something that sticks. He's an idiot, and he says things super smart. He says, I'm just trying to have fun. I'm just trying to do this to have fun. I want everything to be fun. If it's not fun, what's the point? I'm not gonna do it. If it's fun, it's better if it's fun than if it's not fun. Now you're probably thinking, of course, you gotta do stuff that makes you fun. No. Think of it this way. Is it fun? Yeah, let's say we're playing, okay, I don't know. Let's say there's a competition, right? Is it fun to lose? No, it isn't. Is it fun to, I don't know, get injured? Oh. Is it fun to lose stamina? No. Those things, those disadvantages aren't fun. So in his stupid brain, he's like, if it's not fun, then I'm gonna work harder to make it fun. Simple. Think of it like, I want to do this because it's fun. It's fun to win games. It's fun to achieve your goals. It's not fun to not achieve your goals. Think of it that way, rather than thinking I'm gonna achieve my goals. No, think of it like it's fun to achieve my goal, so I'm gonna make sure I get that fun. That's what his arc was. Bokuto, and he's good as well. He's top 5 hitters in Japan as well. Yeah, he got it. So yeah, he was my third favorite character. Quick little sip. Okay, numero 2. Tsukishima, right? Kei Tsukishima. At the start, I hated this guy. Typical shonen bully. I was like, oh no, I hate this guy. When you live up to expectations, or when you like say you're gonna do something and you do it, it hits. His arc was just about understanding that you don't have to be the best at all times. Now you're probably thinking, what are you talking about? So let me break this down real quick. Suki's older brother, lied about being the ace on the team. Suki was so excited to watch his matches. When Suki's brother would come in for matches, he'd be like, yeah, I smashed some aces, I smashed some like scored like 20 points, stuff like that. He just lied to his little brother. And Suki was like, oh my god, my big brother's this genius. Goes to his big brother's game. His big brother's not even on the starting lineup. This guy is not even on the bench. He's in the crowd. This guy's lying. So then Suki's like, I'm never gonna take volleyball seriously again. This guy grows into something that's like dangerous, bro, because his whole arc was about understanding that you don't have to be the best, but understand that the small things that you achieve are the best. Suki initially was like, so when they played Ushikima's team, Ushijima, that team, he was like, I'm so scared to go with them. They're way better than me. They're bigger than me. They're faster than me. We're gonna get body. We're gonna get body. He then proceeds to say, we're gonna get body, but I'm gonna try my best. And then he has this little like situation where he has a talk with so Bokuto and Kuro, I think is his name, are like, okay, now you wanna train with us? And he's like, nah. And then Kuro's like, what is that, because you trash? And he's like, no. So that kind of pride is like something to fight for, which is another thing I'll get into quickly. But like, Bokuto tells him something that you don't have to, you won't always score 10 points. You won't always, you know, do everything you want to do. But there'll be that one moment, and that when that one moment happens, it'll get you hooked forever. But if you stop, that one moment will never happen. So it's like kind of that, having that faith, and then keep on believing, and it will happen. Suki, through the whole game, is read blocking Ushijima, I think that's his name. And like, he can't stop him. But then he's getting closer and closer every time. So he makes that amazing block, his hands in the air, and he still gives me goosebumps to this day. But like, that moment, think about it. If you stop in what you're doing, right, you'll never have that one moment. That one moment could be anything for you. For me, it's like, I don't know, making a film, like producing a film with a massive budget, or like getting like 1 million subscribers. That's like that moment. But like, if you give up on that moment and say, other people are better than me, I'm not gonna do it, what's the point? My favorite character in the whole of Haikyuu, Naka. This guy is actually so goated, bro. You don't understand. I'm out of breath. This guy is actually insane. Tanaka is a character that is, you think he's just a loud knucklehead. Even the commentators, bro. There's one game where like it changed everything. Even the commentators were like, there was a game they were playing. It was I can't remember what team it was against. It was against, I think it was the Mia twins. Yeah, it was the Mia twins against them. They were really crazy actually. It was against them. Everybody on the team is cooking. Like everyone on the team is like doing so well, except Tanaka. He's like, well, he thinks he doesn't. He thinks he's not doing well. Even the commentators are like, everyone's doing well, but then they're just this loud guy. Tanaka is a loud person, mentally strong. Like he can pick himself from the ground many times, like again and again and again. And he's not having a good game. He thinks he's not having a good game, but he is having a good game. He is. But he's like, his shots are getting blocked. He's kind of missing, and then the Mia twins are targeting him and stuff. So it's kind of, yeah, it's you know what I'm saying? So then he's like, well, okay, what am I doing? And then we get this like really like cool moment, and he's about to hit another one, he gets blocked. He's like, and he's just staring into like the sky, and he's like, oh, I'm having a bad game. So then he's like, okay, so what do I do? So we get this like kind of revelation to his mind, which is like really cool. Cause we think he's just this knucklehead guy. No, we get like revelation to his mind, and he's like, he knows he's strong mentally. But he says like once in a while he like kind of gets depressed and stuff like that, right? He also says that he thinks he's an average player. That when he was younger, he thought he was a genius, but the more you grow up, you realize that you're an average player. I think this is so true. I think when I was a kid, I thought I was a genius as well. I thought like I was the next biggest thing. The more you grow up, you see how big the world is. You're like, oh, okay, maybe I'm not. So he's like, I'm average, right? What I'm not that good. Everyone's got this like really cool skill. I'm kind of like not doing too well. And like from skill perspective, his skills do seem average. He does once in a while do like a line shot, which is like pretty out of this world, to be honest. But sometimes he misses it, sometimes he is not consistent, but he's consistently decent, right? You can like require, or like you can have faith in him that he'll score, right? But then he gets up and like he says this. He says, "Oh, this is why, bro. Haikyuu's actually too good." He says this, right? Is it better to stay depressed or get up and keep it moving? Which one is better? Which one is cooler? To stay depressed, to stay looking down, or to get up and keep it pushing? And then he hits the craziest cut shot I've ever seen. This guy whips it, bow, cut off. In life, right? There will be challenges, right? But which one is better? Just think of it from like think of stuff from like different perspective. Which one is better? To look down or to look up? Which one is better? Like, just think of it like that. And Tanaka prefers that, like, you know, insight into it. And he's mentally strong. Like, he's sort of like, he's not average. He thinks he's average, he's not average. But like, what? It's just easier. It's easier said than done, obviously. And Suki points it out as well. It's easier said than done. But like, when you're at your lowest points, which one is better? Are you gonna stay in your lowest points, or are you gonna pick yourself up? And Tanaka provides that insight. And I already knew that, but like, I didn't know that. And that's what Haikyuu does. Like, you know some stuff, but like, I didn't think of it that way. You know, I didn't think of it that way. There's a lot of that. So yeah, Tanaka is my favorite character. Super funny as well. But like, he has it. He's strong mentally, and I want to be like, I want to be strong mentally as well. You know. But yeah, rambled for ages. I know. I wanted to keep it brief. But yeah, let's talk about downsides. Because every show has downsides. It was cheesy. Super cheesy. Maybe that's because I haven't watched anything that's like too cheesy or too like. Because like I've watched like stuff like Mob Psycho, which is like it's kind of cheesy, but it's not too cheesy. It's like cheesy in the sense that like they're teaching me a lesson, but like everyone's like yay, and it's like I understand. But like, I don't know. I think I'm too used to watching like serious stuff that it just gave me whiplash, I guess. And at the start, I was really good. I'm telling you, I was this close to dropping it. So yeah, that's the downside. Next up, the movie. I think the movie was that good. It didn't feel like a movie at all, which kind of disappointed me. I didn't watch a movie for 3 months. The first movie I watched after the 3-month drought was the Haikyuu Battle of the Garage Dump. So I was expecting this to be a movie. This is gonna be the movie. It just isn't here. Now, in terms of story, it was good. I like Kenma's arc. They obviously lost, but I still like Kenma's arc. But it just didn't like. It didn't feel like a movie, and I was really disappointed. And then what made it worse was finding out that they're making the whole rest of the manga into one more movie. I think you got like 50, 60 chapters into one. Bro, come on now. Into one. I don't know how they're gonna do that. There's a lot to go over, so I don't know how they're gonna make it into a movie. But that's my only downside. I'm assuming budget-wise, right? Budget-wise, which is annoying because again, they do make billions and billions of dollars, but they can't pay people. But anyway, we're not gonna get into that. So yeah, that was my unstructured. I can't even speak. That was my unstructured Haikyuu review. Let me know what you think about it. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. I hope you have a good day. And yeah, follow on Instagram as well and Twitter, because Instagram, I'm trying to get good at Instagram. I don't have to use it, but I'm trying to get good. But yeah, Haikyuu to the moon, best sports anime of all time. Bokuto the GOAT, right? Tanaka the GOAT. Have a good day.